In the middle of a storm. You got me. Ooh, no.
All right, folks, what's going on? Appreciate y'all for joining. It's been a long time. Let's go. Let's see if I still know how to do this. Let's go.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
Good clean girl. I can't take this shit no more.
Let's go, folks. Guru is back. We're going to have an amazing discussion today. We're going to have a very important topic. Let's go. Let's get the like count up in the building. I appreciate y'all. I'm doing well. Let's go, folks. You know, I had a little hiatus, had some things to take care of, things to do, especially after Ramadan, but hope to be back here and give you guys more fire content. I got some things in the making too. I got some things with a show that's going to be very powerful. I'm looking forward to the show. I'm working with a network right now, hopefully to get a show out to you guys that you guys can enjoy. Get the like count up, folks. Do me a favor, share this content, share this live stream. Let everybody know that Guru is back. They got to come and listen and watch what I have to say and hear what's going on. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the folks that are watching on whatever platform you're watching on, as we are streaming on multiple channels right now. Let's go. Let's get it.
Damn right.
Listen, you know, I didn't want to even talk about, I don't like talking about this type of stuff. I don't like talking about, what are you talking about today, Guru? I'm talking about these women that are over 30. I'm talking about these women that are over 30 years old, and they think that they're going to get a man or get a good man. Most of these jokers are just lying to themselves. They don't realize it's not much hope for you once you hit 30. Once you hit 30, 35, 40 years old, it's not much hope for you, because if you squander your 20s as a woman, it gets real rough. I have a post that I saw recently where a woman said that she's just starting to get back in the dating scene again. Now she's 35, 36 years old, and she's divorced her husband. You divorce your husband 35, 36 years old, it's going to be real hard for you to find another one. You better really consider, do you want that divorce? Well, I'm unhappy, I'm this, I'm that. Well, let me tell you something. A lot of y'all jokers going to be real unhappy when you get out here, and there ain't no man that can replace what you had. I done heard so many women say, you know, I feel like I was better off when I had my husband. Well, go back and get, y'all have too much of an ego to want to go back and tell your husband or your ex, I'm so sorry, I messed up. Y'all have too much going on. Talking about women. Y'all have too much going on in y'all head that y'all don't want to just say, you know what, let me go ahead and just give in. Let me go ahead and lose this ego. Let me go ahead and be more feminine. Y'all want to act like men. But then y'all want the men to be more, come to me and apologize. Talk to me, communicate more, be more soft. Y'all want to do that, but y'all not even soft. Come on, talk to me. We got too many women that's not even soft. How y'all want a man that's going to be soft and sweet and kind and loving to you, but you not even that way? You not that way towards him. Y'all have gone completely backwards. You are not that way towards a man, but you want him to be loving and sweet and soft. Women don't expect that their action messing up in their 20s don't usually equate to a good man in their 30s. That's facts. Your actions, the things that you do in your 20s as a woman, will determine Well, first of all, it's gonna start earlier than that. How you behave as a teenager, even before you hit your 20s. What were you doing as a teenager? That's what we need to go back to for a lot of you women. Come on, talk to me. We need to go back to a lot of y'all. What did you do as a teenager? How were you living your life as a teenage woman? Were you in the streets? Were you roaming the streets? Were you running your mouth all over the place, causing chaos and havoc? Were you quiet? Were you sensible? Were you minding your business? Were you in school doing what you should have been doing in school as a woman? You used to be interesting to watch, not anymore. Get the hell up off my thing. These women are goofy. She's sitting here watching me saying, you used to be interesting to watch, not anymore. But she's watching right now. Look, folks, like, you can't make this up. Look how goofy our women are. You used to be interesting to watch, not anymore, while she's watching me right now. These are some goofy jokers. They don't have any sense. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Lexi, I was a smart, soft girl with a streak of rebellion. Yeah, there you go. She said she was a smart and soft girl, but she had some streak of rebellion. Well, those things that you did as a teenager when you were a woman gonna come back to haunt you and bite you when you get older. Running the streets as a woman in your 20s and acting crazy, acting a fool, that type of behavior just going to lead to you when you get in your 20s, you're going to act even more of a fool. You're not going to realize the error of your ways as a 22-year-old girl and say, you know what, I was running too hard. Let me settle down because I really want a husband. That's That's not what's going to happen. That's not what's going to happen.
Damn right.
What's going to happen is you're going to get even more wild. You become more wild. You become more rebellious. You're going to act more of a fool. Come on, talk to me. You're going to be even more crazy. Drea? Hold on a second. Drea? Yes? Drea? Oh, man. Don't request to talk to me if you ain't ready to go. Folks, let me put the link up here on the YouTube channel as well. If you want to come and have this discussion with me, you can come up and have the discussion with me. No problem at all. But once again, the things that you did in your 20s are going to come back and haunt you. Do you have to cut your camera on? No, not right now. Venus? Venus.
Hello.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. What do you have to say?
I just tapped in, so I didn't know what you were talking about. I got a request.
You just tapped in. Like, what does that
Yeah,
mean?
I just got to your video. I mean
my live stream?
your video. Yes.
Okay, so you understand I'm talking about what happens when y'all hit y'all 30s, if there's hope for y'all for relationship, marriage. And I just started talking about it starts when you're a teenager, how you lived your life as a woman, as a teen. You didn't hear what I just said? How you just gonna tap in? You don't know what I said?
I was just scrolling through there, and I stopped, and I was trying to hear what you was trying to talk about. What you were talking about? What's the subject?
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. Women like you.
I know.
It sounds like you one of them women. Where's your husband? Where's your husband?
I don't have one.
Why?
I've been married twice, and I don't want to go through what I went through
What did you go
when
through?
I was in 9A.
Well, tell me what you went through.
My first marriage, I got married at the age of 21, and we were best friends. It
Okay.
never was based on a relationship, but it turned out to be a relationship after. And I didn't want to. We got married for the wrong reasons.
What was the reason y'all got married?
I married
You said
him
the wrong.
because-
Okay, hold on, slow down. What's the
Okay.
reason y'all got married? You say y'all got married for the wrong reason. What was the
Okay,
reason?
we got married because he was a pastor, which he did now. He
You were 21 and you married a pastor. Okay.
yes, and it didn't work out because the situation, I got pregnant. He promised not to get me pregnant.
You got
before,
pregnant before
you know.
y'all were married.
Yes, and that's the reason we decided to get married, so his name won't go bad
Okay.
as a pastor.
Okay.
And after that, I was married to him for just 1 week.
1 week.
And yes, I mean, I was with him for 1 week. I mean, we got rid of after the little
Oh, you knew him
honeymoon.
1 week and
I mean,
y'all.
after I
Wait,
got
hold
married.
on, slow down. You knew him 1 week.
I got married on a Sunday. I got married on a Sunday.
Ma'am, slow down.
Friday.
You knew him 1 week and y'all started having relations and then you got pregnant. That's what you're saying?
We was in a relationship, and we decided to get married, and we got married. But after we got married and we came home, he wanted to have sex. I was pregnant. It hurted me that he got me pregnant.
Wait.
And promised
Did you
not
get
to.
pregnant? You got pregnant before you got married or after?
Before.
Okay.
That's why we end up getting married.
Okay, you got pregnant before you got married, 21 years old. He was a pastor. So you went to his church or how did y'all meet?
He was a pastor.
I know he was a pastor. You went to his church or how did y'all meet?
We went to a school together. High school. All through the years.
Okay, you knew him from high school.
Yes.
And you knew he was
I
a
went on
pastor. You knew he was a
college.
pastor, so y'all just started bumping and grinding, and then you got pregnant, and then you decided, and then
It only happened once.
Oh, you only did it once. Okay, so you
Yes.
got pregnant after one time, and then you went and got
Yep.
married. You married. Hold on. After that one time, a week later, y'all got married. Is that what you're saying?
After we got in a relationship.
How long were y'all, ma'am? You said that y'all did it one time. How long after that did y'all get married? How long after y'all did
it? Was about 3 months.
3 months. Okay.
It was about 3 months
Okay.
when I
All right.
found out I was pregnant.
Okay. All right. So 3 months after y'all did it, that you found out you was pregnant, y'all got married.
Yes.
Why are you struggling? It's like you having a hard time trying to remember.
Well, I do have memory loss. After COVID, I lost a lot of my memory. I stayed in the hospital for 10 days. And I lost a lot of my memory. But I can.
Okay.
All I can say
Why
is
did y'all divorce?
because the night of after we got married, he wanted to have sex. I did not want to have sex
Don't
with
say
him.
it. Don't be careful with that word. Say intercourse.
Okay. I didn't want to have intercourse with him. And as him being a preacher, he got on top of me, and he said, "You supposed to be submitted to your husband." And I said, "I don't feel like doing anything." And he grabbed me at my neck, trying to give him some, and I got out of the bed with him, went in there where his auntie was, and I told her I'm not staying. But I didn't tell him.
He
That
was
whole
a
week he
pastor
went to work.
living with his auntie.
He was a pastor living with his auntie.
Wow.
And so that
And she
done
knew y'all was in the
something.
room together?
Yeah, we was living with her.
Okay.
And so
that's what caused you to file for divorce? He jumped on
yes,
top of you.
and we got married for the wrong reason.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm saying, I just want to know about the divorce. You divorced that man because he jumped on top of you and you didn't want to give him none. Am I correct?
I was young, and it just didn't feel right what he done to me.
Right. That's why I'm asking.
If a man put his hand
Am I
on
correct because he jumped on you like that and was trying to get your husband, you divorced him?
He was wrong.
You divorced him.
It was that, and plus getting pregnant. Now, I didn't want to be pregnant, and he promised me he wouldn't get me pregnant.
You didn't want the baby.
It all.
Hold on. You didn't want the baby.
I had the baby.
I'm saying you didn't want the baby because, ma'am, how can y'all take a man and ask him, you promise me if you do this with me, you're not going to get me pregnant? What?
I was young then. I was in my 20s.
But you know how it works, right? Y'all was getting ready to do it, so you knew how it worked.
Yeah, but I didn't want him.
Promise me you're not going to get me pregnant?
No, it wasn't like you saying.
Well, how was it like?
He said he was going to take it out before he get to that point. See how sometimes you trust the person and then you get burnt?
Hold on a minute. Shout out to the International Quiet Storm, folks. I can't bring up the super chats right now on the screen, but brother, I appreciate you. He said good content as always. Black Guru, salute, brother. I will fix that for the next stream. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So you knew how it worked, and he promised you that he was going to pull it out. He was going to take it out before it got to that point. That's what you telling me?
Yes.
Folks, I need y'all to get the like count way up for this powerful content that y'all are hearing right now. Get the like count up and way up, way up.
If somebody want to know how old I am 56 years old.
You sound a lot older than that, ma'am. My God, life has been hard on you. My mother's 63. She sounds younger than you.
Well, it's whatever you say. You can look at my profile pictures and everything.
Hold on.
I'm just
ma'am, I don't even want to look at your picture and all that. When it comes to the first husband, you were 21 still? You married at 21, divorced him at 21?
We stayed married, but I left him.
Then how did you marry a second man? How did you legally marry a second man if he stayed?
I ain't married the second. You ain't heard everything I had to say.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The first marriage, it was a mistake. And we stayed married up until he died. But we wasn't together. I had the baby. And then he wouldn't having nothing to do with him.
Then how
And
did you
one
get a
paying
second?
child
How did you get
support.
a second husband then? You were still married to the first one.
I'm getting to that. I am getting to that.
Okay, all right,
Please let
okay,
me
all right.
finish.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I just want to make sure we know. One quick question: where are you from?
I am from Mississippi.
Okay, I thought so. Okay, go ahead. Let's get to the second part. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. After I had the baby, he wouldn't come see him. He'll promise he coming to get him and would never come get him. And we were still married.
Okay.
And then one morning, my daddy came to me and told me that he had been killed in a
Okay, how
car
old were you
accident.
then? How old were you then?
I was probably about 25 then.
Okay, all right. I'm okay. Then he's gone. All right. So how much older was he than you?
I was a year older than him.
You were a year older than him. Okay. So I know you said y'all went to high school together. Okay. So how did you get married to the second man? So he's gone.
Okay, I didn't get married to him till later on through the year. I was probably about 28. I got involved with him.
How? How'd you get involved
And
with him? How'd you know him?
I met him where I worked at. We met at a workplace.
Okay. Continue.
And we hooked up and we stayed together for a while, and all of a sudden he wanted a baby.
What's
And
a
I
wow?
had
How
the
long is a
needles in my
wow?
own.
How long is a wow?
It was in 98.
Like a year, 2 years, 5 years? How long is a wow?
About 4 years.
Okay, 4 years. 4 years, y'all were together, then he wanted a baby, and y'all weren't even married, y'all were just shacking up. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
And so I had those pinions in my arm where I couldn't have no children. So I took it out just to have his baby.
Pinions?
And
You mean
I
you had
told
some
him,
type, okay, you had some type of birth control.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And so I took it out. I stopped.
Why
And
did you
to
take
have
it
his
out for a
baby.
man that wasn't your husband?
I know I was young, like I say,
You said you was young with
and
the
I did
first
some
husband, but you
stupid
said you was
things.
young with the first husband. Now you was older by this time.
And I was, yeah, but I wasn't but about how many years? 3 years, 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
Because at the age of 21, I didn't know I really didn't know nothing, how to do anything.
Okay.
As far as, getting married and all that.
Ma'am, you weren't 3 or 4
Having
years.
babies.
You weren't 3 or 4 years. You went from 21 to 28.
21 years old.
And now you was 28 with the second man.
21.
You were 28.
Okay. Yeah, but I told you 2004, he died.
I know, but the second man, by the time you were messing with him, you 28, right? And then you were with him 4 years.
Yes, I fell in love with him.
Right, you were with him 4 years, and then you said he wanted a baby. You said he wanted a baby.
Okay. I mean, we was engaged.
So you was already in your 30s. How old were you when you had his baby?
Okay, my children, I got 2 boys.
Two
And they
two boys
is
by him.
4 years apart.
You have 2 boys by him.
No, I had one by my first husband,
Okay.
and I had another by
How
myself.
old
and
were
that
you when
was
you
it.
had the second child?
I was 28.
Okay, 28. Okay, so 28 years old, and you're saying you were young, you didn't know what you were doing, but you said you were young with the first one. That doesn't make sense. You can't say you're young.
Well,
See
I
that? Hold
know
on,
I
ma'am.
didn't.
That
No, I'm not saying
listen for a second.
I was still.
Listen for a second. This is the problem I have with a lot of women in our community, or just modern day women. Period. Y'all like to say that y'all were young. Y'all were young. Y'all use that excuse a lot. Y'all got to stop using these excuses. Y'all was young. Do you know that a man can still be ordered to pay child support before he's 18? You can't go to court and say, Your
Yes.
Honor, I made this baby at 16. I was young. Or, or I'm young still. That's not an excuse.
Well, it's not an excuse for what the man do to you.
Okay, what did the second
And
one?
that was
What did the
that
second one
burnt
do?
me.
Wait. What did the second one do to you? Why did y'all get divorced?
Okay, everything was going fine with us. And after I got the thing out, I got pregnant. And he was good. He was a provider. I didn't have to work or anything.
Okay.
But I was sick. I was 6 months pregnant. And he went and got his ex 3 months pregnant. And that done something to me.
Y'all weren't married.
We was engaged to be married.
But ma'am, that's not the point. You
And
said
we
you
did.
took
I still married him.
listen. You
I
said you
still-
took the birth control out so that you could give him a baby. He wasn't your husband. He wasn't yours. He wasn't your man. He wasn't your husband.
So you saying when you get engaged, the man can go fool around where he want to, and the woman can too.
You said that you decided to take the birth control out before y'all were engaged, and you said, "Let me take the birth control out now that I'm engaged."
We got married after I took it out.
I know that, ma'am.
We had a
Why
we
did
had a
you
pastor come to our
hold on?
house.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Were you pregnant when y'all got married?
No, I got pregnant after.
You got pregnant
We got
after
married.
you got married?
Yes.
You just said that y'all was engaged. He messed around.
No, he didn't do that till after we were married.
I thought you just, ma'am, I know my.
Well, I made up. See, you making me feel some type of way.
How am I making you feel? How am I making you feel?
You interrogate me, and I'm trying to tell you the story. Now,
I'm trying to get the facts straight. What do you mean I'm interrogating? I'm trying to
getting
get
them
the
straight.
story straight.
The story is straight. I'm telling you.
No, it's crooked as hell. No, ma'am, it's crooked. No, it's real crooked. It's real crooked. I'm sorry to tell you, your story real crooked, ma'am.
Well, I know.
And is that your real name, Venus? Your name is Venus. You think you some type of goddess? Huh?
That's just my name on TikTok.
Okay, that's just your name. Okay, so you don't think funny? You don't believe? Okay, hold on. You don't believe you're a goddess, then, right?
I'm a goddess.
Do you believe you're a goddess?
Cause you of that name?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. All right.
Cause my real name is Vera.
Vera.
Yes.
All right.
But let me finish the story, and then I can
you've
get
been
off
going
your line.
for a while. There's more to the story. Okay, let's hear it. Folks,
Like
I
I
need y'all to
said,
get my like count way up. Let's go. My like count isn't anywhere close to where it should be. Let's go. I know y'all enjoying this live stream. Get the like count way up. Go ahead. Takes a few
okay.
seconds to get the like count up. Go ahead, ma'am.
After that, after we got married, cause we had a ceremony at home, at my house. And a few months later, I got pregnant right after. And then I got pregnant. I was 6 months pregnant. And I found out he had his ex 3 months pregnant. So now you added up. And that was wrong. And that hurted me because I was pregnant with his child, took that out of my arm just to have his child. We was married. And
So
then
you took out
he
the
wanted
hold
to
on a
go get
second. Y'all was shacking up. You took out the birth control. Then y'all got married and then you got pregnant.
Yes.
Okay. And then you come to find out he had been messing with another woman. So you was with him all these years. You didn't suspect he was messing with nobody else. I just don't understand. Y'all all women.
No, I was,
wait
like I
a
said,
minute,
I was,
ma'am, wait a minute. Because I have a question. I've talked to thousands of y'all women over the last few years. And I've counseled and coached a lot of y'all behind the scenes. Y'all have always very similar stories. How do y'all always find out after you're pregnant that the man is dealing with another woman? Y'all would have been with the man for a long time, shacking up,
because
having relations, but then soon as magically, it's like it's magic that come up on y'all. When y'all pregnant, y'all find out that he messing with another woman. How does that work?
he wasn't, I told you he was, well, I wasn't the type of person that trying to find stuff on him because I trust him.
So how did you find out after you pregnant?
Because they, I was 6 months pregnant, she was 3 months pregnant. Okay, when I had the baby, the girl put child support. He got some child support papers through the mail. And I'm like, what you got child support papers for? And then he sit down and he told me what had happened. He had got his ex pregnant.
Okay.
And I went ballistic.
Okay.
And that hurted me to my heart.
How old were you then?
And
how old were you then? Before you hit 30?
yeah, it was before I hit 30.
Okay. So you
And
had
I
went through 2 husbands before you hit 30. Both
Yes.
of them both of them were no good. Now the first husband was, you should have never married him. He was trying to be aggressive with you, trying to sleep with you, and you didn't want to sleep with him. But the first
No,
time,
because
hold on a second. You didn't want to sleep with him. The second husband and the first husband promised you he wasn't going to get you pregnant. And he did. He said he was going to pull it out, but he didn't do it that way. The second husband, everything was great, going amazing. And then all of a sudden, after you married him and you had the baby, you find out that some child support papers come through the mail and that he got another child.
yes,
Okay.
because the ex, she wanted him, and he wouldn't reply to her, and she sent it through the mail.
Okay,
and
hold on. Because I'm gonna get to this ending part right here. So after all that happened, right now you're telling me now at 56, this is the reason, because all that's happened to you. This is the reason why you don't want nothing to do with another husband.
I, I don't want I don't want,
Have you been abstinent
because
since you left
you
him?
can't trust me.
How old were you when
Uh-huh.
you left? Did you leave him right away or did y'all stay together?
I left him right away, didn't I?
Okay, you left him right away.
Because
Okay.
when somebody scarred me for life,
Okay, hold on.
when somebody does scar me, I don't. Go ahead.
Okay, I understand he scarred you for life. Have you been abstinent since then?
I was for a long time, and then
How long?
I started coming back round in my 40s.
How long? So for like 10 years?
Yes, I didn't fool with no man.
Hmm. Why did you choose to come back round in your 40s?
Because it was a change in my life. Now I know how men's really is. At the age of 21, I did not know.
Hmm. Okay.
And don't get me wrong, we got, well, the daddy of the second child, we conversate because we got grandchildren together, but that's all it is.
Okay.
And I just don't, you know, when a woman been scarred for so many times,
Uh-huh.
and I
Well,
tried dating, and then I tried dating the first time, and they gave me the guy, he was on crack, and I didn't know that.
the one that you messed with in your 40s, he was on that white rock.
He was on something.
Okay. So the man that you went back to. So let's think about this, ma'am. The man right after
This
you,
one
you,
I
you
was
hold on
dating,
a
baby.
second. You
I
gave
was
up
dating.
dating. You know what? I can't take it no more. Gotta go. Folks, I need y'all to get my like count way up, way up, way up. Don't worry, I'll bring you up. She took all that time off of dating and dealing with a man because she was so scarred. And the next man she get with, he was on that rock. He was on that white rock. He was on something. My God. What's wrong with y'all? Folks, if you're enjoying this content, not only do I need you to get the like up, I still need 4 more people for this hour to support the live stream. Go to the link in my bio, hit the Cash App, hit the super chat. We need 4 people support this content. If you like this content and want Guru to continue going, we can have a really good show today, give y'all something to listen to, but y'all got to support the content. I come back around and do more live streams a lot more often. You gonna donate to me today? Okay, thank you, brother. Here, one of the moderators pinned this also. We still need 4 more people for this hour. Support the content so that we can keep the live stream going. I'll bring on the next person. That woman's story was wild. BLKGURU 2 is the Cash App. BLKGURU 2 is the Cash App. It's also in the link in my bio. Folks, tell you something. I wish our women were not like this. I wish they made better choices, better decisions when it came to men, especially how you gonna go from dealing with you just first man there was a pastor and he okay, we can do it, we can have intercourse, but just don't get me pregnant. You promise you're not gonna get me pregnant? Shout out to Christina. Thank you, folks. Now we only need 3 more people to support the show for now to keep the live stream going. BLKGURU 2 is the Cash App. Shout out to, thank you, brother. I got your BK all day. Now we only need 2 more people. I'll bring on the next guest once we get our other 2 supporters. Shout out to BK all day. Thank you, brother, for the Cash App. It's in the bio. BLKGURU 2. It's easy to find my Cash App or hit the super chat. Yeah. Y'all really trust men out here when they tell y'all they pull out game is strong? I don't care what age you are. If you smart enough to know how it works for a man to pump on you, you should be smart enough to know what it's like for a man to get you pregnant. You figured out how it worked for a man to pump on you? Shout out to Divine Photos. He said supporting the content. Thank you, brother. I can't pull up any messages right now, but I did get it. We are close to hitting our goal, folks. Shout out to Miss Lady Love. Thank you so much, Miss Lady Love, for the PayPal donation. Thank you so much, Miss Lady Love, for the PayPal donation. Appreciate you.
Perfect.
Shout out to Scripture Study with RJ. Thank you, RJ, brother. He said, keep up the great work. No problem, brother. No problem, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you, my man. Thank you for supporting the content. All right, folks, let's continue on to the next guest. My God. My God. Y'all are wild. Yes?
How you doing today?
I'm doing well. What's your name?
My name is Casey.
Casey. Okay. Casey, but Classy is okay. I guess that's just your screen name, Classy.
Mhm.
Nice to meet you, Casey. So, are you over 30?
I am.
Okay, how old are you?
I just turned 32 on April 17th.
Just turned 32, April 17th. Shout out to Elim. Give me 1 second. Elim said, "What a shame. Most of our BWs are like her. Our community is definitely doomed, and you'll get deleted trying to help." Yeah, trying to help our community have got me shadow banned, got me reported so many times. I'm on my last strike on several accounts. I got bots infiltrating all my accounts, all kind of stuff. But if I was on here part of the rainbow community, my content would be popping. Shout out to Vans. Thank you, Vans, said for the show. Thank you for the Cash App, Vans. Appreciate you. Thank you, folks, for helping us achieve our goal for our first hour here. Okay, you're 30 what?
32.
Okay, 32. Have you been married?
I have not been married. I've been engaged twice.
Wow. Why twice? Why you didn't marry the first one?
So the first engagement, I was 18. I was way too young. I think we were just moving a little bit too fast. He was also going to the military. I think he just wanted someone to kind of wait on him when he was coming back from the military. But I also just felt like he just wasn't my person. And I was also going to school and everything like that. So I just didn't feel like
You were both in the military, you said?
No, he was going to the military and I was going to school.
Oh, you were just going to school. And how old were you then?
18.
18 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you meet him? How'd you know him?
We were high school sweethearts. I knew him for about 2 years before we started dating. And then, it moved really fast.
Were you guys intimate, or did you get pregnant before y'all were engaged?
No, I've never been pregnant. I don't have any kids.
Okay, so but were y'all intimate with each other?
Yes, we were.
Were y'all living together?
No.
Okay, not living together. Okay. So why didn't that one work out once he proposed to you?
Like I said, I just didn't feel like he was my person. And the reason why was because he had a very, he did want like a traditional wife, but at that time I wanted to go to school. I had a full, scholarship. I just didn't want to be in the house all day. He was trying to convince me not to go to school. He was trying to convince me to stay home. He just had an idea of how he wanted the relationship to be.
What did
and
you
I just
think
didn't
you were
share that
getting
vision.
into? Wait, hold on a second. But what did you think you were getting into by accepting and engage? See, this is the problem I have with our women, right? Y'all will accept an engagement ring y'all will be intimate, but then when a man lays down the rules of what he wants you to do as a wife, y'all have a problem with that.
I don't mind being a wife. I'm not
No, he
interested.
wanted you to be a stay-at-home wife, right?
Right.
Okay, and you didn't want
And I
to do
wanted to go
that.
to school.
But I'm saying like, why not ask the man up front, hey, if you're gonna be intimate with me, what are you expecting? If I'm your wife, do you want me to be stay at home? And if he say yeah, then don't be intimate with the man.
You're right. And so I will say this. I was 18. That was my first relationship. I would say I was not as intelligent as I am now or had that level of discernment. Another reason why I knew he wasn't my person, and I'm being completely honest when I say this, I want to marry a black man. He was not black.
What was he?
Mexican.
But I'm confused. Why did you take the engagement ring? Why did you get the proposal?
It was a very sudden thing. So he proposed to me in front of his platoon at the military. At the time, I did not want to say no and embarrass him, but we did have a conversation shortly after and decided that we shouldn't be together. The engagement only lasted.
You didn't want this Hispanic man, but y'all were being intimate. You could have got pregnant too.
You're right. You're 100% right. Again, I was very young and I did not have the level of discernment that I do now. I think at the time, because it was my first boyfriend, I was wanting it to work out, but I knew deep down inside that it wasn't the right thing to do. And I should not have accepted that ring. But I did give it back. We did split amicably.
How much longer after y'all were engaged did y'all split? The same year or a few months later?
It was like a few weeks later.
A few weeks later, y'all split.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then when did you get engaged a second time?
The second time was when I was 25. And it was someone that was 15 years older than me. That relationship was based off of a lot of lies.
15
from the beginning.
years older, so he was 40.
Yeah.
Okay. It was based off a lot of lies. How did y'all meet?
We met through an agency that I worked with, like a modeling agency. So I used to do like brand ambassadors for like Hennessy and just different brands and stuff. And he was one of like the recruiters.
Y'all met based off of a common interest in liquor?
No, it wasn't necessarily liquor. I was just a brand ambassador. I actually don't drink. It's just like modeling. Like they'll have events and then they'll just have like models there, like passing out alcohol and stuff like that. It was just like a little modeling gig on the side. It wasn't really anything that was like a career or anything like that. It was just like a little side gig. But I was recruited by him to do it.
You were recruited by him to, okay. All right. So, y'all met while working. Y'all developed a relationship. He's 15 years older than you. How long were y'all living together? Were y'all just dating? What were y'all doing?
Yeah, so we moved in together. We stayed together for so we got engaged when I was 25. We were together since I was like 22.
Was he a black man?
Yes, he was. But the issue in that relationship was so again, like I said, it was based off lies. When we first met, he lied about his age. He looks very young. He lied about being his actual age. When he told me,
when a man don't have the opportunity to do that if you show if you require him to show his information.
Right.
With mine, I voluntarily sent it, but I already knew she was gonna require it, but I sent my passport. Here's my passport. And then I said, before I even get out there, you can show your wali, which is her father or uncle or protector. You can show your wali, show your mom, whatever. They can run whatever information they want to run on me. Here's my passport.
I can't fall for that again. I think in the moment I was just.
I'm just saying, y'all don't do this type of stuff. You're 25 years old. He was 40. How long did you know him before y'all moved in together?
I want to say. So it was like right after I graduated college. So it was. I would say it was maybe like 6 months.
Okay, and then how long were y'all together after that? After y'all moved in together?
We stayed together until, so shortly after engagement again, we broke up. So we stayed together until I was about 25. So maybe like 3 years we were together before he proposed. And then like.
Y'all lived together 3 years?
Yeah.
And then he proposed?
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
I agree. Someone said
absolutely
love bombing.
not.
Exactly
Hold on a second. You live with a man for 3 years and he still ain't proposed to you. It take him 3 years. He getting all of that Hooter Cat, just tearing it up every night, and y'all satisfied with that. And now y'all wonder what didn't happen to y'all. Now you in your 30s and y'all wonder what didn't happen with y'all. Exactly, Miss Matt. Wasted time.
What do you think is a reasonable amount of time someone should be together before they
hell
propose?
Months.
I mean,
a man knows whether or not you're his wife quickly. It don't take us long to know if you're a wife or not. We put you in categories when we meet y'all. We put y'all in categories. It's 3 categories. Either you're somebody we'll never sleep with, somebody we'll only sleep with, or somebody we will wife. That's it. Those are only 3 categories. Every man puts you, when he sees you, when a man looks at you, when he meets you, he puts you in one of those 3 categories.
You're right. There's layers to this story that I think I should mention. So
if it's a woman even that will, okay, I want you to think about this. If a woman will only sleep with, right? A man will string you along and say, okay, yeah, you want to move in together? Cool, bet. We can do that. Okay, cool. He's not looking to wife you. He don't mind. He'll say, we can move in together. You know why a man will let you guys live together, move you in or whatever? He will do that because in-house booty. It's hard for men to get sex. So when a man can get access to a woman, especially if she's good looking, you mind coming on camera so I can see what you look like? Are you dressed?
I'm not dressed.
My God, y'all never dress. Middle of the day. So. But
I posted a video today of
you have Instagram? I
do.
What's your Instagram name? Let me see what you look like.
It's my same username on here.
Okay.
It's just the underscore.
Classy Jim?
Yeah, underscore Jim.
Oh, underscore Jim. How attractive do you think you are?
You want me to rate myself? Between like a 1 and 10?
You take pictures in your panties?
My panties?
Yeah.
I'm a fitness enthusiast. I take pictures of my progress. That's the only picture of my panties you'll find on my Instagram.
Well, I can tell you right now, there ain't a man looking to wife that up when you're in panties.
I mean, I think if you look at it like that, yes, it is me in my panties. But if you look at it from a fitness standpoint, it's a girl showing that she had no ass and she grew that in the gym. I don't think it's any different from if I were to take a picture.
You have to take that in panties to show that you grew a booty.
I mean, my marketing when I have a lot of women that I train and they want a nice butt. So they would want someone who represents the type of body or the type of figure that they're looking to get.
Oh, you're a trainer now.
I mean, I have a few things that I do. I work for the government. I'm a trainer at multiple.
Okay, hold on a second. Do you think that based off of your social media that you're wife material at 32?
Based off of my social media, yes, I believe there is someone for everyone. But
No,
amongst
I'm
that,
asking you, and not someone for everyone. I'm asking you, do you believe the way that you carry yourself that you're wife material?
yes, I take care of myself. I'm beautiful. I'm intelligent. I make my own money. I'm a positive person. I don't promote negativity. The things that I repost are uplifting. I don't engage in stupid media.
The things
Yes,
that
I
you
do.
post are uplifting.
The things that I repost on my story, it would be something
You
like
go
the
out a
people.
lot. You go out a lot.
I don't drink. I don't smoke.
Okay,
I
but
take
it
my
looks
health
like
very
one of
serious.
these pictures you're going out, you dressed to go out, and another one
My recent pictures, yes, they were
you got some
probably a
recent videos
bridal
where
shower.
you're not just putting this stuff on in the house. And this looked like some BDSM outfit. What is this? With all these chains and stuff. Huh?
I went to a themed party. My friend was having a birthday party, and it was a
BDSM
gothic.
party?
No, it was gothic theme. It's not BD. Chains doesn't necessarily represent only BDSM. It's punk rock. It's gothic. It was just a themed party.
Hold on one second. Shout out to Derek. Thank you, brother, for the Cash App. He said supporting the content. I got your donation. Thank you, brother, for the Cash App, Derek. Well, I tell you right now. Well, let's take a poll. To the men in here that looked at her content, her page that I just showed. I got men on YouTube and different platforms. Do you think she's wife material? Yes or no? Do y'all think that the way
Based
she
off my
carries
looks alone?
Hold on, I'm asking them. Do y'all think the way she carries herself is wife material? Let's see what they say. 1 yes, 2 yeses. Are these women writing this? Or women? Okay. None of the men on my other platform, my YouTube channel, said that they believe you wife material.
That's okay. I mean, like I said, I think there's someone for everyone. I mean, I'm not bent over on social media. If people want to judge me because I post a picture of me in rock clothes or post a picture of
hold on a
fitness
second.
progress,
Alicia,
that's okay.
Alicia, I can't do a poll because you know when I do polls, women take them also and they act like they're men. When I say men only answer this, a whole bunch of women will answer. So that's why I have to do it like this so I can see who's a man and who's a woman that's really answering. Because y'all play too many games as women. Anyway, back
Like, let's be real here. I'm 32. I have no kids. I have a good job. I work out. I eat healthy. I don't drink.
Have you been intimate with less than 10 men in your lifetime?
Absolutely. I'm actually celibate currently.
Hold on, less than 5?
Less than 5 is probably at 5.
What's the longest relationship you've been in? That the man, a 40-year-old?
Yes. And you know what?
Now explain to me. So y'all lived together for how many years?
For about 3 years.
Okay, and why did that? He finally proposed to you after 3 years, and then as soon as he proposed, y'all are breaking up. So how did that happen?
Okay. There's a lot of layers to this relationship. So in addition to the lies, I was also the breadwinner. So I was paying all the bills. I understood. See, and that's why I wanted to let you know that aspect, because before you got on his side and you're talking about him not wanting to marry me, I mean, I felt like I was the man in the relationship.
You were the man of the relationship, paying all of it. You let a man move in with you, have no income?
I moved in with him, but
how did he have a place? He had no income.
It was a situation where he was living in a place his mother was renting because she had Section 8. So he was paying basically nothing.
His mama had a place that was connected. Hold on a second. His mama, listen to your decision making.
Oh, I know.
You move in with a man, no income. His mama have a place on Section 8?
But the issue is that y'all get mad at women when they don't want to be by a man's side when he's coming up. I believed in him. I believed in his
this is
dream.
what it was about. Listen real good. This is what it was about.
Talking all that shit.
But oh, you're so fine. Oh, the dick.
Did you
Hey,
hear
I
that?
believe, and I believe I did. I believed in his vision, and I tried to provide him
His vision, his vision. No, not his vision. You believed what he had in his pants.
No, because there was a point.
Well, you didn't. You
before
wasn't
we
moving
started-
in with no man, and his what he had down there wasn't no good.
I mean, the
It
love
must have been
aspect-
good. You
listen, the
stayed
whole
3
fact that,
years.
yes,
It must
was-
have been good 3 years.
It was love. It was definitely love between us that kept us together.
No, I didn't. I
that.
didn't say that. Well, you just got done saying you got getting ready to tell me how much of a liar and manipulator he was. But I'm saying you stayed with 3 men and wasn't no good in the bedroom.
No, he was definitely good. I mean,
Thank
I wouldn't
you.
be with someone, but that's not the basis of our relationship.
Thank you. It was
I mean,
good. It was good. It was good.
That's not the basis of a relationship. A relationship can be based off of, yes, physical touch, but also
It was good. It was no, it wasn't physical touch. He was touching that
mental
thing. He was
intimacy as
touching. He was
well.
tearing up that thing. He was, and you was doing this.
Are you trolling? It's not just about.
No, I
that
was. I'm not
physical part.
trolling. I'm telling y'all the truth. Y'all don't like to hear the truth, but I'm saying this. How can you know what happened to you if y'all never have anybody help y'all unpack? See, that's why I'm very good and successful at what I do, because I can unpack y'all stories, y'all life. So you're saying now, after the fact, the lies that all of this stuff that he was doing. But I'm saying, but we got to also look at your decision making. We can look at his. I have no problem. A lot of men will deceive you, lie to you, and all that stuff. But I'm saying, but what about y'all? Y'all can't just put it all on the man and say he lied, he deceived me. I was so innocent. I was young. Oh my God, all this stuff happened to me. Y'all have the same story every time. What about you? You were over there getting it because it was good. Talk to me.
Because it was good. Okay, maybe, but I was also there for the love aspect.
Did y'all
as well.
did y'all have relations before you moved in with him?
No.
Really?
No, because we only dated for. I mean, I was at school. I
You
was
moved in with a man, didn't have relations with you. So was you homeless?
I was in school.
Were you homeless? Were you homeless?
No, I had an apartment, and I had my own money.
But you still chose to move with a man on Section 8 so you can pay no rent?
It wasn't even that I knew he was on Section 8. He just asked me to move in. I did. I didn't ask any questions.
Shout out to Classy Perspective for the super chat. Said, "Madam, I'm being honest. You're not a bad looking woman. I've seen worse on Instagram pages, but for me, it's your decision making what keeps you from being a wife." You hear that?
I agree. I agree.
Oh, so you agree with him?
No, I agree. I think I have poor decision making when it comes to men because sometimes I might overlook certain things that I shouldn't. I'm open to criticism. I take accountability and I understand.
Well, I'm glad you do. I'm not saying that you're not taking accountability and you're having a good dialogue and you're able to hold a conversation. You're respectful. I think you have some good qualities about you. But I'm saying now you're in your 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And you still probably think because you work out, you're into fitness, you probably still think you're in your 20s. You think that you got a booty now and you think that's what's going to keep a man or what's going to get you a good man to marry. Do you still want to be married?
I do. I don't think it's my body that'll keep a man. Because when I meet a man, I actually
Well, that's
don't
all
like
you
to
show
get
on your
social
Instagram. You don't
media.
show what wife qualities do you have on your page?
Well, I'm not looking for a husband on social media. I'm trying to find a husband in real life. And when I find, when I meet a male, I give them my phone number because I don't want to get caught up in the social
But I'm
media mix. I
saying
feel
that
people-
even your content is like you're showing what do I have to if I was interested in you right now, what am I getting? Every man has seen you. I don't want every
What do
man
you
to have seen
mean?
my wife.
What do you mean? Like, because
I can look right now at your stuff, your content, and I already know I know what your whole body look like. I'm
Yeah,
talking
I'm a
about without
fitness
clothes
instructor.
because I can see,
Because the gym know what my body look like too.
you can tell what your body, you can tell what your private look like, your
I'm
breath, you can
fit
tell.
and I look good and I'm fit. Like,
But I'm
that's my
saying, what
marketing.
is a man that's marriage minded going to get if he is interested in you? everybody didn't seen it. And then you told me it's not like you saved yourself or your husband. You said you think you got around 5 bodies. That's pretty decent for today's standards. It's pretty decent.
I mean, think about it this way. Like, if I were in the gym, you know, and I met someone in the gym, they know what my body looked like too. I don't think it's a negative representation of myself to want to show the world, hey,
how many gym girls are married? What percentage
A
of
lot.
gym girls do you think are married?
A lot. My best friend just got
You
married.
think a lot of gym girls are married? So you think,
'Cause they be in there
let me
with their
ask you this.
husband.
Do you believe over 50% of gym girls are married?
I don't know the percentage.
You just
but I
said
do
a
know-
lot. Okay, do you believe over
I don't know the percentage, but I do
do you
know a
believe
lot
that
of
over
them-
50% of gym girls are married?
I don't believe over 50% of women are married.
Not BWs. Other
Maybe.
women, yes, not BWs. But I'm asking you, do you believe 50 at least? Okay, let's say 30%. Do you believe 30% of women that go to the gym are married?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Hmm.
If we're talking about women in general.
Okay, maybe
I see a lot of women
30%.
go to the gym with their husbands, you know?
Maybe 30%. My God.
I would prefer a gym guy who's confident in his looks and confident in my looks as well. We can be on there together flexing. You know, that's what I would
I got
prefer.
another question for you. Shout out to Next Level. He said, would you delete social media if your man asked you to?
Yeah, I've done that before.
You would delete.
I've
So
done that.
even though you're into fitness and you're all about your money and showing off your progress, you would delete your social media?
Absolutely. I mean, if it is a long-term relationship and that's something that we feel like will better our relationship, then I'm open to it. Absolutely.
Are you
And
interested if I have any men that are marriage minded and they're interested in you, can they contact you on Instagram or TikTok?
they can do that. That's
And they
fine.
can say that they found you through the Black Guru Show?
That is okay.
Okay. To the
It has
men
to
that are
work out. That's a
watching,
big thing for
look,
me.
hold on, listen. I'm trying to promote you. To the men that are watching, she may have some type of hope if she will do the things she say, like get rid of her Instagram and all that other stuff. She sounds like she's somewhat listen, if you want your American woman, American BW, this might be one of the best you're gonna get. I have to be honest with y'all. She's in shape, first of all. A lot of our women are not in shape. She can listen. She said she'll delete her social media for a good man, for a man that's gonna wife her up. So, to the men that are interested, let me put her back on here again so y'all can see her on this other page. Y'all are welcome to contact her. Here's her information. Y'all can contact her if you like. There she is right there. Oh, you
That
actually
means a lot,
follow
'cause
you
I
actually follow
actually-
me on Instagram. Okay.
Yeah, I follow you. I've been looking at. I like your content. I mean, you say stuff that people don't necessarily say. I'm not a biased person. I used to even listen to Kevin Samuels. I listen to both perspectives when it comes
Okay.
to dating. You know, but
Have
I said,
have
I
I helped
appreciate
you?
your
Has my
input.
content helped you in any way?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you, from what I see on Instagram, at least, I see a lot of negative feedback from you toward women. So I do appreciate your positive feedback toward me. I think it's important to, again, keep ourselves healthy, have a healthy mental mindset. Yeah.
Well, I'll post more content like this for you, especially our interaction. I'll post more content like this so that other women can see that I actually do have good interaction with women. No problem. Anybody else, if you had a question for her, if you needed to super chat me real quick before I let her go. Okay, I want you to get into real quick why it didn't work out with you and the man you were with, one you lived with, the 40-year-old, because you didn't discuss that yet.
All right.
Oh, somebody said, what state are you in?
I'm in Illinois.
She's in Illinois. Chicago area?
Correct.
Okay, she's in the Chicago area, folks. You don't like Chicago ninjas?
No, I am tired of YNs. I am a classy woman. I'm I'm not interested in hood dudes. I'm interested in educated men who got something going for themselves. Not saying that all men in Chicago are like that, but most of them are. At least the black men. The black men.
Wow, you about to say the black wow. Wow, folks. Okay. All right. So what are your requirements? What does a man have to have? What are you looking for?
I just need someone to understand health. Mental and physical health is very important to me. I work out a lot. I talk about that a lot. It's just the foundation of who I am. My health
You
is
want
very
him to
important.
work in the health industry?
No, not
Medical
necessarily just understand his health. Like he can, just not over consuming certain things, like work out, practice mental health.
Can he drink? Because you don't drink.
I mean, I would, in moderation, that's okay, but I would prefer someone who doesn't do any type of drugs.
Okay, and it's okay if he drinks though, but just in moderation. Okay.
That's fine.
All right. What else are you looking for? Someone to understand mental health. Anything else?
I'm very spiritual. So I would prefer someone. I know there's always a red flag when people say that. I don't believe in rocks. It's just spiritual is more so like a lifestyle. Someone that understands spirituality or have some sorts of higher power belief. They have to believe in something.
What's your belief? Are you Christian? What are you?
I believe in God. I can't confine myself.
Man like me, I couldn't even be with you or marry you because you're not Christian or Muslim. So you just want any man that believe in some type of higher power? Okay.
I've studied every religion and I understand there's a lot that I can take from every religion. I highly respect the Nation of Islam. I highly respect
I'm not a part of the Nation of Islam, but I'm just a Muslim man. I'm just a Sunni Muslim man. Hold on one second. Another shout out to Next Level. He said, would you get rid of the dog if your man asked you?
My dog? That's my son.
Okay, so that's a no. No, brother, she not gonna get rid of the dog. Shout out to Classy Perspective. He said, Classy, be beautiful. I'm sorry, be blessful. You didn't get pregnant and move with the same discipline you used to build your body. Move with class. Let the sexy part speak for itself. Move with standards and boundaries. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Classy.
Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was the feedback that they gave you. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead with what else you're looking for.
I would say, I'm a very passionate and intense person, so romance is important. I'm not very complicated. I'm pretty sure that covers most of it.
So you want a man that is romantic, understands health, mental and physical health, is somewhat spiritual. You didn't say nothing about his looks.
Has a belief system. Well, looks is more so health. Like he has to work out. I would prefer him to be black.
Black man in shape.
Yes.
Height.
Over 5'7", just taller than me, I guess.
How tall are you?
5'5".
Okay. Your list is not too unreasonable.
Yeah, a good job, have something going for themselves.
I was about to say, you didn't say nothing about his income or employment.
I'm at the point now I can't take care of no more men. So you have to make it,
You took care of that man for 3 years, right?
Yeah. That's sad, isn't it?
All right, so she don't want to take care of another man, so you got to have a job this time around.
You can't be a husband.
Giving it up. If I actually stop doing this content and stop making money online or just stop making money, period, I wonder, I probably could get a whole lot of women. Much more. People like, Guru, I know you got women in your DMs or women that like you beautiful. Yes, but I probably get a whole lot more if I just became broke.
Exactly.
I bet you if I should stop doing all, I bet you would take care of me, huh?
Absolutely not. I can't take care of no more men.
I don't believe that. Shout out to Elim. Thank you for the super chat. Elim said, I'm 40, been happily married 20 years. We are extremely territorial when it comes to our women. My wife don't even shake hands without me giving her nod. Your social media is definitely stopping you. So we got another brother married
That's
20
not
years.
true.
Hold on,
Most of the men I meet are in person.
listen. Just listen to the feedback. Married 20 years. He's saying that the social media is stopping you from getting a husband.
What part of it? Me showing my fitness journey?
I told you can see everything. I know what your private look like. I know what your behind. I know all of that. I can tell.
What's the
I know what your
difference from
breasts
if I
look
were to
like.
go to the beach and wearing a bikini?
I know
and
what
the
your breasts
whole
look like.
I mean, what would be the difference if I went to the beach and had on a bikini?
Well, me personally, my wife, she ain't gonna be wearing. She don't wear no bikini, so she ain't be wearing that to the beach. She covered. So,
I mean, skin is skin. Like, I wear fitted clothes in the gym, typically like a jacket and some leggings. They could see my figure
and
as
then
well.
how are you tapping into God and spirituality when you're going to goth parties? Gothic is the opposite of God and what?
That's not Satanist. It's just all black. I mean,
what do you think Gothic means?
Seances.
What do you think Gothic means?
We're not sitting there doing seances. I mean, it's more so an aesthetic.
You want a man to accept you as a Gothic woman too?
I'm not Gothic.
You go to Gothic party. Gothic.
It was supporting my friend. My friend
I know, but I'm saying you have okay, but see, this is what I was talking about on another live stream, right? Our women, this is why I don't deal with BWs. And this is why I've been encouraging more men not to deal with y'all. Not because I don't like BWs, not because some of y'all don't have good potential or some of y'all are decent. I said the other reason is because y'all are too intertwined with crazy, demonic, evil, wicked, weird stuff. You got bad influences as friends, your mama, your sisters. Y'all are too intertwined with stuff.
Yeah, but God doesn't mean devil worship.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like if I'm going to see my wife, her whole community is full of Muslim people. Her protectors are Muslim. Her mother is very strict Muslim woman. So everybody around her is the same. Y'all will say, "Oh, well, I'm not into this stuff. I'm not, but I have a good friend, and I support her, and she holds a Gothic party." What?
With that, I mean,
I just told you. I told you what's wrong with it. Y'all are sitting here saying you're not into this, but your friends are into it. We cannot deal with a woman like that. And then y'all think y'all are separate from y'all friends. Y'all will have friends that are pole dancers and y'all won't do it. But then y'all will say, yeah, that's my homegirl. Y'all support them. Y'all are close with them. Y'all know that the man that you with ain't going to support those friends. And y'all not going to give those friends up.
I don't think it's that deep. I really don't
think it's that deep. You 32 years old. You 32 years old. You about to be doomed to be 2 times engaged and maybe have some more bodies on you by the time you hit 40. 4, 5, 6 more bodies
I'm
on you.
Abstinence.
At your rate, you abstinent. How long you been abstinent?
Over a year.
Well, wasn't the last man you was with wasn't the man you was living with, was it?
No, it was someone I was dating serious, but I haven't dated.
Serious dating. Yeah. Sure.
So you telling me if one of my girlfriends want to have a Steve Harvey party and we all dress up like Steve Harvey, I can't do that because that's me representing myself as a man. Like I like having fun.
Hell no. What's the difference? You want to have a 304 party? You want to have a pole dancing party? What are you talking about?
I said a Steve. I'm trying to.
No. Why you want to dress like a man?
Because it's funny. I mean, I don't know. Like.
Shout out to Brother Turner. Hold on a second. Shout out to Brother Turner. He said you need to pick a better group of friends. I agree, brother. But she's not. Most of our women don't do that. Most of the women in the West are not going to do that. They, however you meet them is who they are. However, I tell men that all the time. However you meet them is who they are. You met her, she was gothic. You met her, she was a dancer.
I'm not gothic.
Whoever her friends were, whoever her sisters are, whoever, that's who she is. Even if she says she's nothing like her friends, her sisters, no.
I mean, she's married, so she's doing
What are
something
you
right.
doing in the environment when y'all are hanging out? When they're if you got dancers that are friends, the pole dancers, when they're talking about their events that happen at work and with men, what are you doing? You're sitting up there. No, girls, please don't talk to me about that. You know, I'm trying to be a good Christian. What? No, that's not what y'all are doing. Y'all are keying, getting the information. Girl, tell me more. Oh, for real? See, I know y'all. There are some women that won't engage in certain activities, but y'all will entertain because y'all are entertained by it. Y'all are entertained by girlfriend gossip and BS and what happened with this man, happened to that man. Hell no. And then me as a man, I'm supposed to go to parties or events or accept your friends and they're like this because they're your friends. And you know you're going to introduce your man to your friends.
So you're saying I'm not wife material because
hey, this is my friend so and so. She's gothic, but I know you just said you want a spiritual man that has faith. I know you're a man of faith, but here's one of my good friends. She's gothic. How much sense does that make?
Stop it. Get some help.
I don't think it's that serious. She's married too, so she's doing something right.
The only thing I want to know from you is why did you end things with him? What happened?
Because he was a polygamous man and I am a monogamous woman.
What do you mean he was polygamous? He was messing, or he was trying to bring another woman into the house?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
You were still with him at the time, right? So y'all were experimenting?
Yeah. I gave him the opportunity to explore and it just wasn't for me, so I left.
Huh. Why'd you give him the opportunity to try it?
That's something he wanted to do. Right? We should be submissive to our men, right?
So no, that wasn't your husband. So guess what?
So I don't submit to a boyfriend that wants to marry me?
No.
So what do you mean? Don't you preach that we should act like wives to these men who want to marry us?
No, I say that you guys should display characteristics that show that you are a submissive woman, not submit to a man that is not your husband.
Okay.
Displaying those characteristics don't mean you submit to him.
I mean, that's not something that I wanted to do, so that's why I left the relationship. I gave it a try. I didn't like it. I left.
You know, the more I talk to y'all, I'm so thankful Allah blessed me with He blessed me with. I'm glad I don't have to deal with this type. You're a headache, ma'am. You are a headache.
I might be, but I'll be someone's headache.
Cassie, right? Your name is Cassie.
Casey.
Casey, I'm sorry. Casey. That was the only reason why it didn't work?
I mean, I was tired of supporting him as well. I was also tired of supporting him.
Well, you said that the first answer you gave was he wanted to be in a polygamous relationship.
Yeah,
he was never, I just told you, see, without me even unpacking the whole thing, he was never interested in making you his wife. He was like, oh, cool, you gonna move in with me, give me the in-house booty? Cool. I'm gonna sit on this for a while, then I'm gonna try to bring in another woman. And he probably already had other women.
Maybe. You never know. I mean, honestly, again, I was young.
He was never interested in making you a wife. Section 8 man, come move in the house with me, give me some easy booty. Really? Come on now. You were it's not like you were 12 years old, 25 years old when that happened. Stayed with him for years. Paid for everything.
I mean, that's true. Why would he marry me when I'm giving him everything, right?
You only been intimate with that one other guy since you split up with him? That's it?
Yeah.
And you've been abstinent for a little over a year?
Mm-hmm.
When are you planning on breaking that abstinence?
My next relationship, like actual relationship, not dating, but like actual relationship.
If I wasn't Muslim, would you date me?
I would have to go on a couple of dates with you and be in a more enclosed environment to see, how we align.
I think that you would I think that you would break your abstinence on the first date with me. I think you would.
No.
I do. I think you would.
Why do you think that? I'm not even your type, first of all.
How you know you're not my type?
Because I have a friend that's gothic and I have a photo of my before progress on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Why you like me, Guru?
I wish you the best, Casey. Have a good day.
You too.
Folks, if y'all are enjoying this content, I need y'all to get the like count way up. Let's go. We doing work today. We are doing work today. We are in our next hour approaching. Wow, we're approaching another hour on top of that. I need 4 more people to support the platform. We're going to keep this thing going. I'll bring on the next guest. I still need 4 more people for this hour. Support the platform. You can hit Super Chat, Cash App, however you want to do it. Cash App is in my bio, BLKGURU2, BLKGURU2, or you can Super Chat me. However we get them is how I'll take them. However we get them is how I'll take them. What's sad about these stories, these live streams that I have, is our women seem to never wake up. Do y'all ever learn? Y'all be watching, some of y'all be watching my content 6 months, a year, 2 years. Do y'all ever really learn and wake up and stop doing the behavior y'all doing? Do y'all listen to another woman's story and say, wow, she sounds like me. It's time for me to make some changes. It's time for me to wake up. Do y'all ever do that? Or is it only y'all just watch it for the entertainment? Guru funny and I like these guests on here. Is that the only reason why y'all watch it? Entertainment value. Is that all? Come on, talk to me. Click the link in the bio. We still need 4 more people. I'm going to give it 2 minutes before we need to get these we need to get our donations up in 2 minutes so that we can keep going. This is the last round of donations that I will do so that we can keep the live stream going. Last round of donation. Last round of donations. Let's go, folks. Let me get this right. This man encourages the divisions of BW, and black men and black people support him. Ma'am, I don't encourage division, but I don't encourage our men to get into relationships with y'all because y'all are too gone. Now, I also tell our men, if you come across a really good woman of color that's undeniable, like she is just super amazing, I tell our men to marry those women. I tell them, don't waste time, marry them. Meaning that her family checks, her friends check, her dress, her religion, all of that stuff. It checks every box. She's very respectful. She has kept her body. How many women, watch this, to the men that are watching, how many women in the community do y'all think right now, single women percentage, how many women do you think fit that? What percentage of women do y'all think fit that? good morals, good character, good religion, low body count, loyal, faithful, knows how to dress, cover their body. 0.5%. Somebody said 20%. That's probably a one, brother. 10%, 1%, 1 or 2%, 10%. All right, folks. Now we only need 3 more people to support the content. We only need 3 more people support the content to keep the stream alive. Now I have less than 2 minutes. Let's go. Scarce. The character's out the door. Somebody said she wasn't even dressed. You know, I don't think she has real bad character. I just think she has bad decision making. Like I said, she's too intertwined with stuff that is not good for a marriage. Gothic friends, bad decision making with men, moving in with a man taking care of them for years. Who's to say she won't do that again? And she talked about how much of a liar, manipulator, and all that stuff. And then she was willing to, I mean, just totally submitting to a man that's not your husband. Totally submitting to a man that's not your husband. All right, folks, we're getting close to the time being up. I guess we won't bring on any more guests because we don't have anybody else supporting the platform. So I'm gonna have to end this and go. Are you dressed? Are you dressed? Okay, she ain't dressed. I don't know how y'all, that's the other thing before I go soon too. I don't know how y'all are not dressed middle of the day. How are y'all not dressed? What are y'all doing? I wake up in the morning and I get dressed. I wake up in the morning and I get dressed. Shout out to Brother Turner. Now we only need 2 more people. Go to the link in the bio, BLKGURU 2. Hit the Cash App. If you're watching on another platform, hit the Cash App or Super Chat. Shout out to Brother Turner. How are y'all not dressed? Bonnet is on. Thank you. But your picture shows that you got a nice wig. Bonnet is on, but your picture show you got a nice wig. I work night shift, that's why. Okay. How y'all wearing bonnet all day, but your picture show you have a nice wig? Maybe they work different shifts. 7:05 in the UK. I just returned home, had to shower. Now wearing my. You're gonna cam up? Let me talk to this lady real quick before I go. We only need 2 more people. Click the link in my bio. BLKGURU 2 is the Cash App. I also have PayPal, Venmo, Apple Pay, all in the bio. Let's go. This lady real quick. Let me check this actually. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you have feedback. Ma'am. Ma'am. Okay. You don't even know what's going on. Shout out to Yoruba Cultural. Thank you, Yoruba Cultural. Now we only need 1 more person.
Hello?
Did you tell me you was gonna cam up?
No, I did not.
Okay, there was another woman.
I guess.
Are you not dressed? Oh, you said you got your bonnet on. You can't take it off and brush
Yes.
the hair out real quick.
No, I just got off.
Did you wear the
I'm
bonnet to
in
work?
bed. No,
So why you can't take it off real quick?
because I don't feel like it. Wait,
How old are you?
24.
What do you feel?
Mm-mm.
You tell me. What do you feel like doing?
As in what?
You say you don't feel like it. So what do you feel like doing? Why are you here?
I feel like having beauty rest, but I just got up here because I was listening to the conversation on like your relationship advice. But I don't know. I don't think you really gave advice though. It didn't sound like it. You was kind of like judging.
Okay, let's ask the chat room. Shout out to Yoruba. Thank you, Yoruba Cultural, for helping us hit our goal. Appreciate you for the super chat. Let's ask the chat room. To the people in the chat, write yes or no if you think I gave her some advice. The last woman I talked to, write yes or no in the chat room for me. Do you think I gave her advice? The last woman I talked to.
What advice? Like I didn't even hear you.
You know why y'all can't hear or understand the advice? Because you know why? You know why? Let me tell y'all why y'all can't hear or understand the advice. Because this is all y'all can hear. Hey, I'm talking about in it. That's the only thing y'all can hear.
I'm talking about any.
Yeah, that's what y'all can hear.
Not too much on that song. Like it's not that deep. Cause why do you know that? How old are you? How old is he, y'all? Talking about I'm talking about you.
What you say?
I said, how old are you?
Why are you worried about my age?
It don't matter. I asked the question.
So I think y'all come up here trying to flirt with me.
Flirt is crazy.
I mean, it's giving single.
I am single.
Yeah, I know.
How do you know that?
Because I can tell. You know how many women I've talked to over 3 years?
How can you tell
I
that?
can hear it in y'all voice when y'all come up here.
But that doesn't mean I'm single.
You just said you were single.
But that doesn't mean I'm single just off of voice and tone. Right. So how
what
old are
do you really want? Why are you really here?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not really trying to be in a relationship right now because
Why you don't want to come on camera so I can see who you are?
go on my page.
You afraid to wear a bonnet?
Hmm?
Afraid to come on camera bonnet? What's your Instagram? I got Instagram.
Milani Jade _
Ani like M-A.
Mm-hmm.
Ani _
Oh
Jade.
no. MILANJADE _
Ani Jade _
Mhm.
Okay, I found.
What? Fine shit. Yeah.
Do you have an OF account?
No.
I was kind of giving those vibes. You a dancer?
Mm-mm. That's
Yeah,
what it's
that's what
giving?
it's giving.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not a dancer. I'm in school for nursing right now. Yeah.
You in school? How you got money for all these outfits and wigs and braids?
Because I work.
You're in school and you work? What do you do for work?
Yes. I work at Delta.
Delta Airlines?
Yes.
I'm getting ready to travel Delta.
Oh. Where you live?
Why would I tell you that online?
Oh my God. You could just say the state. Like, you don't have to say
Why would
the
I tell
state.
you? But why would I tell you
Okay.
that?
All right. You don't have to.
I'm asking you. Why would I tell you that?
You don't have
For
to.
what reason?
I was just
You're gonna
asking.
help me do something? You're gonna help me travel?
Maybe I would see you.
Oh, maybe you will see me.
Yeah.
Is he looking for a wife? No, I don't need
But
to look.
didn't you say you had a wife?
Yeah, but I can have more than one.
Ooh. Hmm?
Are you
Why can't?
Muslim? Are you Muslim?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Then
That's
sorry.
just that's your religion.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You can't have
It's
me.
it's a lot. It's a lot of people that are like converting to
Yeah, why don't you convert?
that
You know,
religion.
usually it don't work though with our women. It usually don't work with our women when they convert.
Hmm.
It usually don't work with them. You understand that, right?
Why you say that?
Because y'all don't obey the religion. Y'all don't follow the practices. Thank you, Vinyl. Appreciate you, brother. Y'all
Probably
don't follow
because
the practices.
it's
Y'all
hard to
play games. Y'all don't really take it serious. So it's better for Muslim men to find women that were born Muslim.
Mm. I think if you find somebody who's submissive and like to that type of lifestyle, I think it could work.
Yeah. So I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about trying to get nobody to listen and do what they should do. No.
Mm.
So no, I wouldn't look for an American woman or an American BW. It's not just American BWs, American women. I lost my attraction for American women a
Why?
long time ago.
Somebody probably hurt you.
No, it's just y'all are just disobedient and rebellious.
Mm.
Y'all don't know how to act and how to treat a man.
Mm. Okay, but why though? Like, what experience?
Because if you could experience what I've experienced, then there is no going back. There's no comparison.
Mm.
It's like this. It's like if you were with a broke man and you had like that last woman, you had to do everything versus
Mhm.
being with a man with money and he's spoiling you. You don't want to go back to a broke man. So
Yeah.
yeah, I look at y'all that way. Y'all are like a broke man.
Oh.
So y'all
No.
are broke. Y'all are broke.
Hold
Y'all
on.
are broke.
Who is
Y'all are broke in
hold?
y'all behavior. And I deal with women who are very rich in their behavior. My God.
Mm. I think just being submissive is hard to get used to because it's like some men don't have the qualities for a woman to be submissive.
Okay, you're 24 years old. So what I'm actually talking about right now, I'm glad you brought being submissive, is the fact that once y'all hit y'all mid 30s, because for a lot of y'all, that's it. Over.
No, it's not.
Yeah. And I can
It's
already tell looking at you right now, I'm just looking at you and your page, right? You love to show, which I mean, you're young and you still have your body, so you love to show it off, but that's not gonna last forever. Your body's gonna change.
which
You're
could
gonna
be
get
true,
older. You're gonna want a husband. Trust me, you're gonna want a husband.
of course, but your body, yes, of course, is going to change. But I'm in the gym, so like I'm trying to create healthy habits now to where I could carry on when I get older.
What makes you marriage material?
Honestly, I don't want to be in like a marriage right now. But
So why are you coming up here flirting with me?
what? Hold
I'm not
on.
looking for no side piece.
What gay flirting? What gay
So you a
flirting?
side piece caliber, side piece
No,
type
I'm
of
not a
woman?
side piece.
Okay, so you're not looking for no. So what would you be looking for? Me to just be your
I'm
girl, me to be your boyfriend, and you be my girlfriend?
No, I just think I have things that I have to work on for me to be in a relationship again. Like
What happened to the last man?
the last man, I just think honestly, I had to take accountability because like he like I allowed things to happen when I know I shouldn't have, and I knew like I
You
should have
sell
just
Amazon wigs?
no.
Oh, you got a link for Amazon wigs on your. But go ahead.
Oh, it's for that because I was doing like reviews, but yeah, I just think I just moved too fast in that relationship. Like we just moved too fast, and I could have stopped it, but
Did you get pregnant?
no, I don't have no kids. Thank you.
How long were you with him?
Like 6 months.
Where did y'all meet?
Instagram. Yeah.
What do you mean y'all moved too fast? Y'all just started like being intimate real fast?
Yeah. Like he took me out.
Like the
and
first night?
Yeah. No. Not the first night. If you're having sex on the first night, that's crazy.
Okay, so you were intimate real fast with them, and that was it? That's the only reason why it didn't last?
And like I wasn't as affectionate towards him. For real.
You weren't affectionate towards him.
Yeah. Like I'm like a slow burner. Like it takes me a minute to like warm up and just like just be affectionate. Yeah. And I think that's just something I have to work on. Because he was affectionate with me, but I wasn't like as affectionate with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was it?
Yeah.
You don't sound like you have personality.
I'm
Like, I would be
screaming.
bored real fast in a relationship with you. My
Ooh.
God.
Really?
Yeah, you would drive me
Why?
crazy. You would drive me crazy because a woman, her body is not enough to keep me.
Of course. But I mean, you
So you
don't know
think
me
you
like that.
cute? You think you cute with your makeup and your hair and your
Hold on,
body? But that's not
wait, hold on, hold on,
that
hold
ain't
on, hold on, hold
enough.
on,
That
hold on,
ain't
hold on,
enough.
hold on. You have to get to know the person to know that they have personality. But
No, I can tell by your energy off this conversation.
oh,
That fast. It don't take me long. Listen, I'm not your average man. I've talked to so many of women, y'all, not only online, but in my real life, right? I've dealt with a lot of women in real life, a lot.
mm,
And I know really quickly, doesn't take me long.
mm.
And somebody like you, I just have to tell, well, I'm not going to put that out. Well, back in the day, I would just
I
tell
mean, you haven't even shown me your personality.
listen, I would tell you if it was back, listen, if it was back in the day before I was Muslim, listen, I would just have told you what you're going to do. I would tell you to be quiet and let me handle everything. You don't even need to talk. And you would have said, okay, and smiled and been happy. But
I mean, that's fine, but like,
because when you start talking, it just makes my energy go down more.
not is giving low vibration.
Yeah, it is giving low. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it is giving.
I mean, that's your point of view.
How many relationships have you been in? 24.
1.
Been with less than 10 men in your life, intimate?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. You come from a Christian home?
Yes.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need to work on before you're ready for a real relationship and marriage? You say you need to work on things. What do you need to work on?
What? Why are you making a face?
Because you're playing on my live right now.
Okay, well, I can go. Like,
okay, have a good day.
You too.
It's over. See, that's why I tell y'all all the time. Do y'all see why I say it's over for our women? And most of the women in the West? over for them. Look how she is. Look how she is. Look how she acts. 24 years old. You should be so excited to come up here and talk to me. If you were really interested, Guru, tell me, what do I have to do to be a wife to a man like you? What do I have to do? I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Now she writing in the comments, I'm slow. Now I'm slow because, okay, what makes me qualified? You have no idea. Y'all have no idea. But I'm thankful. I'm so thankful. Matter of fact, I'm going to Juma soon. I'm gonna express to Allah. I'm so thankful for what you gave me. So I don't have to deal with these jokers no more. Yes?
Hello?
Yes. Why are you so low? I can barely hear you. Speak up.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
How are you doing today?
Good. Where are you from? You from the UK?
No, I am originally from Africa, but
What part of
I live
Africa?
in Europe. Rwanda.
Huh?
Rwanda.
Uganda?
East Africa. Africa.
You said Uganda?
No, it's Rwanda. It's near Uganda, but it's
Okay.
not Uganda.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can
But,
but I can barely hear you. You're so low.
Oh, apologize. Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear you better now. What's your Instagram?
Once.
Hey, this is how I know if they serious and real or not. See, she got up off of there when I asked her what her Instagram. She left. These women be playing. Women play games. All right, folks. I think I'm gonna get up out of here. I don't like when women play games. I like when they play.
Hello?
Why'd you drop?
Apologize. It was my first time to do live. Actually, I didn't know that I dropped. Sorry. My Instagram is Edith Babazi.
It's what, Edith?
Babazi. MBABAZI. ZI.
Okay. Why did you request to come up and speak?
Or I used to watch your videos and I liked your advice. So yeah.
Are you married?
No, I'm a student.
You're a student? Okay. And you still in Africa now?
No, I live in Europe. I live in Germany.
Okay. You looking for a husband?
I think so.
You think so? What do you mean you think so?
I deserve, I guess.
You're not confident if you want a husband or not?
I am. I think you just got me on guard. That's why.
Okay. Have you ever been married or in a relationship with a man?
Or I haven't been married, but I have been in a relationship once.
Once?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you interested to see if any men would be interested in you on my platform?
Yes.
Okay. To the men that are watching right now, we got another young lady here. She is in Europe right now. You're in Germany. So you have to be a passport bro to go get her. But how old are you?
25.
25 years old. She's African, so she's going to have a lot better morals than the American BWs. Trust me. Most African women do. Even the ones, just if you just avoid the ones that are going out partying all the time, the city girl type. This is one right here. What makes you wife material, ma'am? Edith? Never mind. She's not gonna answer, so maybe she's not ready, folks. Maybe she's really not ready to be a wife. Not gonna answer.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just up here. I would like to be a wife one day. I'm 23 years old.
23 years old.
Yeah.
Haven't I talked to you before? You look familiar. That little profile picture.
Yeah, once
What's
before.
your Instagram name?
I don't have Instagram, only TikTok.
Okay. What did I talk to you about before? What did I tell you?
I believe I joined in and I thanked you for your message. I've never like had a one-on-one conversation with you. I've only heard you speak with other ladies.
Well, I thought you said you talked to me before.
Yeah, thanking you for your messages,
Oh,
and
okay.
your help.
You don't have nothing up, so I can see who you are, what you're about.
Yeah, that's the only picture I have of
You have
myself.
you have no social media.
I have a Facebook.
I'm not gonna advertise you and let men know if you wife material if you have nothing. What's your
Um,
what's your Facebook name?
Alexandria AOE. I mean, I really don't want to be advertised, right?
Well, you say
I
you're
would
looking to be a wife. How you gonna find a husband? I got men
in
that
real
follow
life.
me. I got a lot of men follow me that looking for a wife.
Yeah, in real life. I'd rather be approached in real life.
Well, you don't know. They can be in. I've had y'all are hard headed. I've had people contact me say, "Guru, I met my husband through you, or I got engaged because of you. Met this man, whatever. We both watch your content."
I get that. I mean, I guess I came up to join to see if I am on the path of becoming a wife or if I am even material to be a wife. So I know you usually ask questions and then you get a
How
response.
old are you?
23.
Okay, just verifying. Folks, sometimes I have to ask these women questions multiple times because they don't always tell me the truth. So that's why sometimes y'all think that I'm not listening to them. No, a lot of times I just double back because I want to see if they're honest. 23 years old. How many children do you have?
0. None.
You ever been in a long-term relationship with a man?
One relationship, 4 years.
4 years?
Yes.
Were you engaged?
No.
Why didn't that work?
We grew apart.
You grew apart, but why'd you stay with a man 4 years, no ring?
I was young and naive.
You just stayed with a man 4 years because you were young? That's the only excuse or reason you have?
Well, not only
Folks, I need
because
y'all to get my like count way up. If you haven't, I need y'all to get the like count way up. The only reason is you stayed with a man 4 years because you were young.
Well, not only because I was young, but me being young and not being as aware as I am now does play a huge factor. But we also connected in many different ways. But yeah, so the relationship started when I was 18. It ended at age 22. I am now 23. I'll be 24 in January. I would like to be a wife one day. I would also
Were you
like to
guys
be
living together?
No, we were not living together, but we lived very close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet his family?
I met his mother and his grandmother, yes.
How old was he?
19. He's 2 years older than me. So he'll be 25 in a couple
Did he
weeks.
have his own place?
No, he lived with his grandmother.
He never had his own place one time where y'all were together 4 years?
Yes, he bought his own apartment when he was 21, so almost 2 years ago.
At any point in time when you're with this man, were you thinking about marriage?
Yeah, I was young. I never had a boyfriend before. We spent a lot of time together. I really loved him, or thought I loved him. I thought he would be my husband one day, but
But
sorry,
before
my
you
phone
told
dropped.
me you were young, you weren't thinking about marriage. Now you were thinking about marriage.
I mean, marriage crossed my mind, but do I know as much as I know now with me being 23? No. What I'm saying is that
Marriage
marriage.
cross your mind. Okay, hold on a second, because these years add up, and that's why I'm having this conversation about what happens once y'all hit y'all 30s, mid 30s, because life goes by very fast. I had a woman in my family, older woman, once tell me, she said, Guru, you need to make sure you enjoy your 20s because it's going to go by real fast. She said, I remember it was like the other day, yesterday, when I was in high school. Now I'm old. She was right, because she told me that when I was probably 23, 24, or somewhere around there. And now I'm about to be, close to 40 now.
Yeah, you're right. The years do add up. And
It goes by, ma'am. You can go, and even though I can look at myself and I'll be like, I don't look like I'm going to be approaching that age or whatever, but that's the age that I am. And that's how y'all are. Y'all think that y'all can look at yourself and y'all don't, I'm still bad, or I still this, or I still got it. Y'all think that in y'all mind, and y'all don't. Y'all don't have time.
yeah, you're
That's why
right.
you have to take it. It's critical to take every moment serious. Y'all play too much. Our women play too much.
Yeah,
When you were
you're.
playing for 4 years, you said
What I
your
say,
marriage
Clint?
came across your mind, but you said you thought he might be your husband. No ring.
No ring. Yeah, the only ring he gave me was a promise ring. I had
Why
several
didn't you
promises.
require? Why didn't you require marriage?
Well, like I said, I
Let me
was.
tell you. Let me tell you something real quick.
Mhm.
The women that I have courted that were Muslim, that I knew were serious about marriage, let me tell you what they told me, because I knew the difference between those serious and those that weren't serious. They wanted to see how quickly I was willing to fly out to see them and meet their family. And that's how they knew I was serious about marriage.
Mhm.
And if I requested to speak with their father,
Mhm.
like I met her, okay, how quickly am I requesting to speak with her father? How quickly am I looking to go out and actually meet her
Right.
and her family and start having conversation about marriage? Not 4 years?
Yeah,
That's your
4
first.
years.
You want it. I'm giving you feedback. You asked for that, so I'm giving you feedback, because the reason why I have to talk to y'all like this is because it's so easy for y'all to waste another 4 years.
No, I get
Another
it.
4 years you will waste because you are not being intentional with what you're trying to do. You've been with
Mhm.
less than 5 men, intimate.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Real good. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. And it's good so far. You don't have social media, so that's another good sign. What's your
Yeah.
religion?
Christian.
And you met your ex how?
High school. You went to the same high school together.
Okay. And you're in school right now?
No, I'm not.
Not in, right now. Okay. Another thing with y'all, the statistics show much higher chance of getting married, staying married when you meet your spouse in high school, college. High school or college. That's it.
Yeah.
The bar relationships, Tinder relationships, all that shit, it don't work. When I say it don't work, very, very slim chance that you're gonna meet somebody that you're gonna make your husband, or he gonna make you his wife in a bar, club, nightlife, Tinder. No.
Yeah.
And even meeting somebody at work, I mean, sometimes you got a better chance there, but professional settings, y'all don't consider this stuff. That's why it's so important for our women to marry young. Y'all don't marry, like, for instance, like I said, when I was dealing with courting women, Muslim women, a lot of times their family members were bringing them men that were available. You don't have that in the United States. Y'all don't have family, and y'all not gonna take that anyway. Y'all not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna just wait for my dad or whoever, my uncle, he works with different men and introduce me to these men. No, that's not how y'all operate here.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, you're 23 years old. Now is the time to really take it serious, because you don't want to waste another 4 years. What exactly was the main issue that y'all had?
Later on in our relationship, he became very impressionable. He always had a big group of friends, a larger group than I had, and his friends would like to go out and party. And he did not like to party, but I would push him. In the beginning of our relationship, I would push him to go party because it seemed like he needed a somewhat social life. So towards the ending of our relationship, he took me up on my, request of him having a social life. Then his social life became very chaotic, and he became very impressionable. So I had to end that relationship immediately.
What do you mean he became very impressionable? How? Like, give me an example.
Impressionable as in doing drugs. Impressionable as in, doing things
He
like
was just
that.
doing bad, toxic behavior.
Yeah.
Was he going out a lot? Was he messing with women?
He says he
dancers?
wasn't, but I'm sure he was.
Okay, you think he was? He was messing with women and dancers and stuff. But you had
Maybe not.
encouraged. But you're saying you had encouraged him to have a nightlife and go party.
I encouraged him to have a social life, so not necessarily a nightlife, but to hang out with his friends because I had friends. And
so you wanted him to go hang out because you wanted to hang out.
Yeah, but when I would hang out with my friends, we would go to eat dinner, lunch, movies, maybe thrift shopping together, things like that.
So after he became very impressionable, what happened then?
Our relationship ended. I could not be with him with such a.
So y'all never lived together at all?
No. We spent a lot of time together.
That was the only relationship you've been in?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all still talk?
No.
Totally moved on. Where do you think you're gonna find a man now?
Men meet me at work. I work as a pharmacy technician. So men meet me at work.
What do you mean? Men that are coming in to get their medicine?
Yeah.
They're sick.
Not necessarily.
Well, where else they coming in to get medication? For their sick mother or something?
No, like you can have sinus medication, it could be, or you could be, sinus. Not.
So you rely on meeting men sitting at the pharmacy tech and waiting men to approach your counter.
I mean, I really don't go out anymore.
I'm asking you, that's how you rely on getting men these days?
Yeah, work or going grocery shopping to Kroger, Walmart.
What state are you in?
Georgia.
ATL area?
No.
I thought a lot of y'all BW say y'all don't like men from Atlanta.
I don't live in Atlanta. I don't live in Atlanta. I don't like men who live in Atlanta. Well, I never dated a man who lives in Atlanta, but I'd rather not. I live in the second largest city in Georgia.
So how's that going with these men coming to approach you? You've been going out meeting them or what?
So the last date I went on was 6 months ago. We went to the movies. I had a good time with him. Um, I don't know. And also I think my problem is that I want there to be an age gap in the relationship. So I want him to be at least max 10 years. I don't like YNs. I like nerdy men. I don't like YNs.
You went to college, right?
I went to college for 1 year. Yeah,
Well,
because
good luck trying to find a man that's gonna approach you in the pharmacy. You say you meet
right.
men and grow. Where did you meet that man that you went on a date with? One every 6 months?
I met him at my work. I met him at work, or he met me at work.
Okay, so look at your rate. You meet a man once every 6 months and actually go and meet with him
No, I
outside of work.
constantly,
You're meeting with a man outside of work once every 6 months.
no, I constantly meet men, but it's up to me to decide whether or
Where do you
not if
think you're
I'm.
gonna find these nerdy men that are 10 years older than you?
I have no idea.
Hmm. So watch this. So in order for me to find the women that I was interested in, I knew I had to leave America and I had to look more toward heavily populated Muslim areas.
Okay,
So where do you think nerdy men might go?
I have no idea. I mean, everyone says go to the bookstore. Okay, I mean this. I don't.
You think so? Your type is nerdy men, and you think they're just gonna approach you? You think nerdy men are just coming in and get medication?
You're right. I don't know. I don't know. I do believe in you attract who you are, so eventually, hopefully, I will attract the
You ever been
person.
pregnant?
No.
When do you want to get pregnant?
Whenever I become married. So,
Are you gonna be intimate in your next relationship, or are you saving yourself for marriage?
um,
Be
dep-
honest, not Be
it
honest.
depends on the relationship.
Depends on the relationship.
Yeah, I will more than likely be intimate in my next
Okay,
relationship.
thank you. You will be intimate in your next relationship. When are you going to require marriage then? After you try it out, see if he any good in the bedroom?
No, so since my body count is not high, I mean, I've only slept with the one person, and this was the dude that I was in a relationship with for 4 years.
Okay.
So SMEX or SEX is not really a desire of mine, so I can go without being played with.
I'm not talking about, I'm asking you, when are you going to require marriage from the man?
When will I require match? So I will let him know that my intention is to become a wife
When?
immediately, as soon as I meet him.
Really?
And really, that's what I.
So then if he say, okay, great, I like that, and then y'all end up getting in a relationship, you be intimate with them. What if it don't work out?
Well, then that's my loss. But hopefully, I will
So now
have
you got
the,
another body.
right. But hopefully, I will have the discernment. I will be
No, you don't
discerning.
have the discernment. You need men. Listen, I've only had one woman ever do this, and I offer this service to women. I say, go to my website and book a one-on-one session with me. If you are ready, you have your man picked out, let me talk to him. I had one woman do that. Guru, I don't have any one to help me vet a man. I've had plenty of women come to me for advice, private advice, but I tell them, I say, why don't y'all bring me men that y'all interested in marry? Y'all don't have nobody to help y'all vet. I will talk to both of y'all and I will tell you straight up whether or not he's a man that you should want to be married to. Y'all don't do stuff like that because y'all want to go by your own judgment. You can't go by your own judgment.
Yeah, I would really
I
appreciate
married my
you.
wife. She have to get the approval of her wali. He have to say, yes, this is a good man. This is an acceptable man.
Yeah,
I looked at his background. I verified his information. He very much so comes across this way, you know. So it's not just going by how you feel about him. And that's what you're doing. You're trying to go by how you feel. Y'all feelings ain't worth much.
Mm-hmm.
Because if y'all had all this intuition and knew how to make good decisions based off feelings, then you know how many of y'all would be in real good relationships? You know how many of y'all wouldn't have right now STI rate has steadily climbed and now it's just steady up. You know, I find this amazing. Our surveys tell us that y'all as women are saying y'all are having less intercourse than y'all were in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Modern day women, y'all saying y'all having less intercourse. STI rates have not gone down, and contraception use is up, continues to go up. So somebody's lying. How can a contraception use go up, STI rates remain steady, but y'all say y'all are having less intercourse?
Right.
That's what the surveys tell us. Y'all are saying y'all are having less intercourse as women than the women of the past.
Right.
Do you have any other questions? I mean, I've pretty much told you. Okay, so here's the thing. If you really want for me to deep dive and dig into your life, and this is what women that are serious do. They have a one-on-one session with me. They pay the fee. They book so I can actually look at them, see what kind of woman they are, see how they act, and then actually tell them this is what you need to do. This is where you need to go.
Okay.
Very specific to your city. Here, come on, let's look up these places together. But most of y'all are not serious. When you get serious, book a session with me.
Okay. Thank you.
It's on my website, the link in my bio, blackguru.com. Have a good day. All right, folks, I need to go get ready for Juma. Get up out of here. I've been talking way too long this morning. I will try to come. Hopefully, this is a good time. I will try to come and do more of these live streams on a daily basis. When you guys show up, when you guys tap the screen, hit the like goal, when you guys donate, especially, that's what brings Guru back. So I'm looking to come back again very soon. Maybe even tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm done for the day. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. Shout out to everybody, especially the ones that donated financially, Cash App, Super Chat, PayPal. My goodness, wouldn't be able to do this without y'all. Take care now. Until next time. Salute.